There are two indicators I use every single day. They're incredibly simple, extremely reliant, and after 6 years of trading, these two indicators are part of the reason I became a profitable trader. In this video, I'm going to expose my complete setup, as well as the rules I use with these indicators, and then I'm going to show you guys live, real trades so you can see the execution with live market data. Before I get started, as a quick disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only. I am not guaranteeing any results. I'm just sharing my journey, what I've found, and my strategy. So don't take this as financial advice. This is not financial advice. Now let's get straight into it. We're gonna go over my complete true indicator strategy that I use every single day. But keep in mind, guys, trading is not a get rich quick business. I've been trading for over 6 years and it took me over 2 to become profitable. However, using this strategy, I've been able to do some pretty cool stuff, including making over $4,000 today. Let me show you. $4,325 in the day. So the goal of this video is to show you the same exact simple approach that I use every single day. First things first, I want to show you guys exactly how to set up these indicators. So here we're going to pull up TradingView and I'm going to delete everything on my chart. As you can see, I deleted everything on my chart. Now, as you guys see, this is a blank chart. I'm going to show you guys what to do step by step. So you're going to search in the first thing, volume weighted average price, or in other words called VWAP. Once we have VWAP to your charts, it's going to look very weird. There's going to be these 3 lines in these zones, but this is not how I use it. So now once you're at TradingView, you're going to click on VWAP. We're going to click on settings. Then we're going to go to style. You see how it says VWAP, upper band, lower band, band fill. You're going to uncheck upper band, uncheck lower band, uncheck band fill, stay on VWAP, and you like to make it yellow because that's just the color of VWAP. It's got to be yellow. So once we have our VWAP, that's it. As simple as that. We click OK. And we have obviously our extended hours and all that. Now we want to add the other one. The other one is an EMA. So we're going to put in moving average exponential. So, or you can just put in EMA. It's going to come up moving average exponential. So 9, 8, I've said both in videos. I've been using the 8. So you go to inputs, you go to 8, you click OK. Really no big of a difference at all. And that's literally all you do. So settings, length is 8, source close, offset, all this stuff. Style, I like to keep it blue. And then that's it. Now we have the VWAP and the 8 EMA on our charts. Again, 8 or 9 EMA, you can use whatever. So we have these both on our charts, and these are the two indicators that I use. So now I want to explain what I do with these indicators. So first off, let's start off with VWAP. VWAP is the volume weighted average price. What this basically means is that VWAP tells us what the average trading price of the day is for a certain stock. This is always a very big area. So I have a very big rule as well. I never take calls under VWAP, and I never take puts over VWAP. This helps me identify where buyers and sellers are, as well as VWAP is always a big retest spot. So if VWAP is under the pre-market low, then I'm looking to take puts on a VWAP retest, not a pre-market low retest, which I'll go over the full strategy in a bit. But as you can see here, how VWAP is under our pre-market low, that means you're taking a VWAP retest, not a pre-market low retest, because if it gets above VWAP, then you can't take puts. That's our rule. And then the EMA is what I basically use for 2 different reasons. The biggest reason is it helps me identify when I should sell a stock or not. The EMA can help you catch huge wins because what it basically does is, my rule with it is when I'm holding runners in a stock, as long as the stock stays above the EMA on a 5-minute, then I'll stay in. So as we can see on this example, say you took a VWAP retest or something like that, right? You see how it just stays under the EMA, under the EMA, under the EMA until right here? That means you wouldn't exit your position until right here. So again, you could also trade EMA retest, but those are more scalps. I like using it better for holding my trades, but you could also trade EMA retests. So recap, VWAP, you could trade retest on it. It also tells you if you could buy calls or puts. So if a stock's retesting pre-market high, but it's under VWAP, we're not going to take calls on it. If a stock is under pre-market low, but it's above VWAP, we're not going to take puts on it. And the EMA helps us know when to sell or not. So now that we have these two indicators in place, let me show you some real examples using these indicators. Before I do that, coincidentally, so check this out real quick, this Apple pre-market high retest. So we got a Apple pre-market high, 5-minute close above, a little retest, and then another retest. And what happened after this retest? Look, so we kind of retest this pre-market high, we're above VWAP, and then look, it doesn't break under the EMA until right here, $4. Isn't that insane? Pretty cool. But now let me show you guys another real example. So this is an EMA retest. As you can see here, Apple retests pre-market high, so we take calls. It's over VWAP, so we're good. And then it doesn't break under the EMA until right here, so we don't sell any of our position until right here. Again, it's pretty simple. Like, you just use the EMA as a level to tell you when to sell your runners a lot. You can go to IWM even today. I'm pretty sure there was an example there. So IWM, as you can see, I just showed that example, but we got a VWAP retest number 1, and then dump, and you see it as it stays under the EMA, and now we're under pre-market low. We get a VWAP retest, extremely A+, right here, and then we dump to low a day. But on this one, you would have taken most of your position out over here once you got above. We have more examples though. So IWM, VWAP retest, above the EMA, doesn't get under the EMA till all the way up here. Doesn't get much better than that. Now let's say another one. Oh, this is like an extremely A+ one. When you have VWAP lined up with the pre-market high or pre-market low, that's where the magic happens. Because not only do you have one confluence, like a pre-market high retest, but you have two confluences, a pre-market high retest and a VWAP retest. So right here, we get the pre-market high and the VWAP to retest. And then as you can see, we get a really nice rip. Then we fall slightly below the EMA, but we're still kind of holding it. And then right here is where it really gets under the EMA. So again, really nice trade there. You can take a VWAP retest and a pre-market high retest, you hold against the EMA and let your runners run. Or like, I think this stock did really well today. As you could see, riding VWAP off the open, riding the EMA, no reason to sell until about right here. Which again, it's a freaking huge trade. So I'll show you a live example. This is how I made most of my money today. It was on Palantir. So let's show you what happened. PLTR, as we can see, we come down, we retest VWAP, and we're above pre-market high. We're above pre-market high, and then we come and retest VWAP. So what does that mean? This means we're taking calls here. It's a VWAP retest above pre-market high, and one of the strongest stocks of the day. Then what happens? We get a huge rip. We're above the EMA, we don't break under the EMA until right here. That's a really nice trade, and it doesn't get simpler than that, because if we got under VWAP, we would have just taken the loss. It didn't though. We caught a nice win. And on this trade, I took 2 trades today. On this trade, I made $3,267 on that one. And then I took one other one as well on the Apple that I showed you. So really, really, really nice trade here on this VWAP retest. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't get more A+ than that. So let's do a little recap. VWAP we use for retest and to know if we can buy calls or puts or not. EMA we use to know if to sell or not. You also trade EMA retest sometimes. Some of the key lessons to remember with these indicators is that the power of an EMA is absolutely insane, because all you have to do is watch the EMA, watch as the stock rides the EMA, and as long as it doesn't get under the EMA, you could hold. And it's like a trailing stop loss for you, but it's like based off real data, based off the last 8 days of market price action. And the VWAP's literally telling you everyone's average price of the day. Think about how psychological that is, because when people go from up a lot to down a lot, to up a lot to even on their positions, like, what do you think they do? They usually buy more. Or when people go from down a lot to up, they usually think, oh, let me sell. And it just kind of gives you the edge of knowing, like, okay, this is the market's average. So that's why I use VWAP a lot. And as you can see, like, go pull up VWAP on any chart. Don't just look at what I'm showing you guys. Go back test it. It freaking works. And it shows that simplicity is so much more than complexity. So I will really try and simplify it. And just a reminder, like, these indicators, they won't change your life. They won't change your trading. But they will help you navigate the markets a lot. They're very helpful tools. And they'll help side by side with price action. They really will. Before I end this video, I want to go over one last point, and it's that you can have the best trading strategy, you can have the best trading system, you could be the best trader in the world, but if you're not disciplined, if you don't have patience, and if you're not able to win the battle of you versus you every single day, then you're not going to make it. You're not. But if you're one of those people that gives it their all, you wake up every single morning ready to crush it, you deserve to win. It's like you have that feeling. Like I just had that feeling every single day where it's like, I'm going to be a profitable trader. I'm going to be a profitable trader. I'm going to be a profitable trader. I will do everything I could to be a profitable trader. I just had that feeling 24/7. It would never go away. It would be in my head all day. I couldn't sleep at night, literally, because I would just sit there in my bed thinking, why am I not a profitable trader yet? I need to be a profitable trader. And it would just drive me insane. It would drive me insane that I wasn't a profitable trader. So if you feel like that, and if you feel like you need to be a profitable trader, if you feel destined to be a profitable trader, then don't give up. Because it's not just a feeling, but it's a calling. It's meant to be. And my goal is to help you guys learn. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll really, really hope you guys enjoy. Also, follow me on Instagram, link below. Let me know if you guys like these videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, my goal is to inspire, motivate, and bring you guys closer to God. Love you guys. Peace.